Emergency meeting held in South Korea after Kim Jong Un's sister threatens military action.
Here's a summary of the article.
South Korea convened an emergency security meeting on Sunday after the sister of North Korea's leader threatened military action against South Korea in the latest escalation of tensions between the two neighbors. Kim Yo-jong, a trusted aide to her brother, Supreme Leader Kim Jong Un, said she would leave the right to take the next step of retaliation against South Korea to North Korea's military in a statement carried by state news agency KCNA on Saturday. A spokesman for the Blue House, South Korea's presidential office, said Sunday that the country's National Security Council held an emergency video conference to review the situation on the Korean peninsula and to discuss how to best to respond. Kim Jin-ah, a North Korean expert at Korea Institute for Defense Analyses, a government research center, in Seoul, said North Korea is using propaganda leaflets as an excuse to break the doldrum in its negotiations with the U.S. Nuclear talks with Washington remain deadlocked after Kim Jong-un's last summit with President Donald Trump in 2019 broke down without an agreement, and North Korea desperately needs relief in the face of harsh U.S.-led sanctions and the coronavirus pandemic. North Korea is using South Korea as a scapegoat and a stepping stone to build the context and the momentum for its engagement with the U.S. as the ultimate North Korean strategic goal is attracting the attention of the U.S., and President Trump in particular, Kim said. Kim Jong-un's struggle to address economic woes has likely faced setbacks as the coronavirus pandemic forced North Korea to close its border with China, its biggest trading partner. It makes sense for Kim Yo-jong to lead, or be seen as leading, these increasing tensions. This way she can show that she will be tough with South Korea if necessary, he said.
This post received a score of 21,000, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Isn't NK constantly threatening to rain down hellfire on SK? They never do anything but really seem to enjoy saying they will. If Kim is out of the picture, she trying to establish herself as a strong leader to gain support internally. Threatening SK is usually a big part of that.
And she probably has to do that before his death could be officially announced so that there is no visible power vacuum. When the previous Kims died there were designated successors, which made the transition somewhat easier. But with her not really being that, and being a woman on top of that in this society, she probably has to go extra hard.
How very Griselda Blanco, just with a nuclear arsenal.
I keep forgetting North Korea exists. We're busy, damn it. Guys, the Western media isn't paying attention to us right now, let's threaten to blow up some shit. They must be in need of food aid.
Greater than they must be in need of coronavirus aid FTFY.
Probably both.
But I thought.
So, what? Does this mean that Kim has been dead this whole time? For the love of fucking God, just let this whole bit end. Somebody needs to open the box on Schrodinger's dictator.
By box you mean coffin?
He means both at the same time.
Yesn't.
She's going to have to wait. July and August 2020 disasters are already booked.
What are the next two? I stopped adding them to my diary after May.
About a week ago there was a report that there's neo-Nazis getting explosives training at a white supremacist camp in Russia.
And yet the FBI refuses to label white supremacists a terror group. Edit, I was thinking of the KKK specifically but used a vague term instead. And look what happened.
The group in question, Russian Imperial Movement, actually got added to the list, making it the first white supremacist group to be labeled as terrorists by USA.
Russian Imperial Movement. RIM. So if they do anything it'll be a RIM job.
Gatem.
His sister. So wait, is he dead again now?
The only proof he was alive was a video released by Korea, so there is a huge grain of salt to go with that evidence.
Also basically every intelligence agency is saying that he isn't dead. I think they're probably more knowledgeable than Reddit sleuths, and their spotty track record.
Yeah, but you have to take that with a grain of salt as well. If he is dead, there's a power struggle going on. Intelligence agencies may want to keep it quiet to disguise their efforts to influence that struggle. Or it could inflame the situation if the media were reporting on it. So while I agree that it's definitely relevant that they're saying he's alive, I by no means take that as absolute proof. Seems kind of strange that his sister, that most of us had never heard of, is all of a sudden threatening military action. We've never seen that from them before. Kim Jong-il and up until now, Kim Jong-un did their own saber rattling.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.